Ooh, wee. All right, every time I do this on Wirecast, I get this clicking and popping that usually doesn't happen any other time. I wonder if it's a FL Studio situation. Let's see, options, audio settings, some underruns. It's possible that that's what we were dealing with, some underruns. Because I'm using FL Studio to take advantage of some parametric EQ, some multiband compressions and limiting, and also some de-essing with Maximus. So hopefully this popping noise does not persist throughout the stream, but I think we're good. It only happens when I minimize the program. All right, that's good to know. So I'm going to keep it up and maybe let's see if I can go over to this other tab and if it persists. Yeah, I think that was the problem. So if I minimize FL Studio, I'll get that popping. Facebook, YouTube, what's up? Today I'm just going to show you my just like an over-the-shoulder look at me updating one of my websites. This is the Memphis Entrepreneur Club. There are a lot of you who follow me on Facebook, I think, who are familiar, but a lot of my more recent followers over the last 5 years are unaware of what the Entrepreneur Club is, I think. So real quick, I'm just going to play this quick video that doesn't really tell you much of anything, but I'm kind of proud of it because we took this program from 16 people, I think, day one, up to 150 people that were attending our events, free events that we would host at a new business every single month. We would have that business owner, the business owner for that business, or a notable business owner from Memphis speak at the event, as well as some entrepreneurs who are making waves around the city with their own personal projects. And every month it would be somewhere new, a new business. We'd have a new speaker, and our goal was to take those free events and eventually bring those people into our paid course where they could then download, or paid membership, which gave them access to courses, but also resources that they could download to, you know, learn how to, oh my goodness, the cracking is so bad. Learn how to, yeah, I think it has something to do with this. I don't know, but I'm going to have to figure that out. So that they could learn how to build their businesses. So we're just going to pull this off to the side, and dealing with the audio, oh man, has been, gosh, I've spent hours figuring the audio out for these streams. And I am almost certain that we're dealing with some underruns. Yeah. Let's see if this buffer size makes a difference. I just changed the buffer size for my audio device, and hopefully that will help. We'll see. But let me go ahead and play this this video real quick. Yeah, and also I had an issue with Wirecast, so the video didn't completely play properly, nor was it scaled, but that's the I think that's the exciting part about doing live streams is that you don't get to hide your mistakes or your issues. And that's how I learned how to do all of this stuff. Is just I made mistakes on the front end and I was okay with the mistakes. I wasn't embarrassed about them. But you learn as you go. I literally just fixed the issue to where my video now will play at the right scale and it will overlay my desktop capture as it was supposed to. But I had to set this entire stream up again for the first time today after downgrading my software. And yeah, Memphis Entrepreneur Club is initially we called it a talk space where entrepreneurs can come together and sit in a room and learn together. So like a co-learning, I guess, event. We ended up rolling out some plans, some membership plans, and those plans are about to be expanded. The very first plan essentially is the mastermind. Technically, there is a free plan, so you can just join the Memphis Entrepreneur Club, and that's free. But then there's the Memphis Entrepreneur Mastermind, where people come into a room together and we literally mastermind, and we exchange resources to help each other grow our businesses. We have a master class, which are more intentional masterminds, but they are niche specific. For example, we might do like a real estate class at some point, and we'll have all real estate people in that event. And inside of that membership, you can access all of those different master classes and choose, which ones, which masterminds you go to. But it's not just a mastermind full of people that have different businesses. The master class usually consists of meetings or meetups that are specific to industries. And then there's the master plan. This is more of a one-on-one membership. And what it is we'll take some of our industry leaders and we will sit them, we'll bring them in a room with the person that has this membership, and we'll go with them to help them build their businesses and understand some of the resources that we're using for those industries. We'll find some thought leaders and other successful business owners in those industries, and we'll set them up with a mentor and have different people that are succeeding in that industry come and share some resources. One of the more recent memberships that we've added to the website is the mental health membership. Now, this isn't vetted by mental health professionals, but there are a lot of people that are going to be exchanging resources, giving advice. This one is actually a little bit more than the mastermind membership, but the mastermind doesn't give you one-on-one access to people, and it doesn't give you like direct feedback, whereas the mental health program is for people that are kind of dealing with dark times, looking for advice, looking for support, and looking for ways to think their way out of situations, and to create a practical plan to overcome adversity. This gets like one-on-one texts and phone calls. We do tailored advice. We give them access to a different private community, where this is more to kind of help the baseline entrepreneur understand some of their own personal problems. So all these other memberships are really based around business. The mental health one is based around personality and understanding how to build relationships outside of those business relationships. And today I'm going to add a new section that has 2 new memberships. And the majority of people that will be joining via invite only in the beginning will be testing out this website as like a beta phase. My cousin actually coined the idea that we have now recently executed called the bat signal. And so we want to add a section to this website coined under the phrase signals. And initially it's going to be one for men and then one for women. So a bat signal and then a cat signal. I think that's what we're going to do for women, and we're going to have some people that are succeeding in relationships, succeeding in their businesses, succeeding in industries, in their career, succeeding in the home, and leveraging decent amount of resources as it relates to things like parenting. And it'll be a women only group for women, and then a men's only group for men, but they will be by invite only. And you can request to join, but essentially we're going to build this network of members through our personal contacts and invite people to join, to say, hey, outside of you calling and texting, if I'm unavailable and you need to send out a bat signal, go join this website. Here's an invite code. And I will, you'll be able to access a membership plan that allows for you to get in touch with other men who are just like us, in the event that you are, contemplating something like self-deleting, or you need to let out a good cry. You don't want to hurt anybody, hurt yourself, or destroy property. Come into this group. And the reason that it's invite only is because we want to have some close proximity. We want these people to be based out of Memphis first, so that we can have direct access to them, and we'll give them somewhere to go if they need to be put around, one or more men, for example, that can hold them accountable and support them in, let's say a dark day in time. All right, so that's essentially what it is. And I've got a lot of things that I'm going to need to write on paper to determine how I'm going to explain what this membership will be on the website. But let's go ahead and just get inside of the site. Oh man, I've got a lot of plugins to update. I'm using WordPress, and I wanted to just showcase this because as an agency owner, this is the type of work that some of our students will also be learning how to do for clients. But also, if you're building your own business, you're going to have to learn how to manage your website if you don't have the budget to pay someone else to do it. And I'm using various tools to manage these websites on WordPress. For this particular website, it is Visual Composer. So the very first thing I want to do is go to WooCommerce products, and we're going to create or duplicate. I'm probably just going to create one from scratch just to show you how I do this. Let's see, Bolt membership, Pro membership, Club membership. I want to say the membership is just a composite product that has all these other memberships within it. So let's open that, let's edit that and see what it looks like. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. I'm keeping myself busy. I've had a lot of adversity this year in my life, and it's taken me a long time to just get back to, I guess, a normal state of productivity. But it's been a while since I've documented any of the work that I have been doing, and I think that can be very valuable. So if you look at what my life looks like a year from now, you can come back to these videos and see practically some of the things that I did to get there, because I've done this before. All right, I just wanted to be able to showcase what it is I am doing. So this is a variable subscription. If I go under variations, you'll see, man, perfectly terrible timing. My son FaceTiming me.
Like so wild.
Hey Zippy, I'm gonna have to call you back, buddy, okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'll call you back in about an hour, okay?
Okay, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Okay, I love you. I'll call you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, so I try to, I don't try, I do this now. Instead of waiting to call people back, sometimes if I'm in the middle of something, I'll just answer it and let them know so that they don't feel like I'm ignoring them. This is a variable subscription and it shows all of the different plans that a user would have access to. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a new variable subscription. And the goal, you know, yeah, I think this is the right way to do it. We're going to call this the signals. And it's going to be a virtual product. It will be a variable. Start by adding attributes. It'll be a variable subscription. I'm going to open this product data and we're going to go to, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. And if you're on your phone, I know it'll be tough to watch from your phone, but bookmark to watch this later on your desktop. We'll go to attributes and let's see. I'm going to name this attribute support group or support groups. And then one attribute will be the bat signal. One will be the cat signal. I'm not a big fan of that name. I might change it later, but for now, that's what it's going to be because it's easy to understand. I'm going to say this is not going to be visible on the products page, but it will be used for variations, and we're going to save the attribute. I'll go to variations now and generate variations. Hit OK. There are only 2 variations. And now we have our 2 different products. One thing I would like to do is, I don't know, maybe create some sort of a logo. So I'll just create a new social media square post in Affinity Designer. We don't want a master page. We're going to set the pages, number of pages to 1, transparent background, RGB 16, and create. I meant to add an artboard. So if I go to the designer persona, I can go to the artboard tool and then just drag over this space to create an artboard. Now I can copy and hold down Control Shift to move this artboard over, and I have 2 artboards. I'm doing this because I want to have a variation image for both the bat signal and the cat signal. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like yet, but we're just going to do this in real time and we're going to wing it. That's pretty much what I do anyways. I don't usually have all of this like completely planned out, but this is typically my process for, you know, when I have a really interesting idea, I execute on it right away. And I don't spend an excessive amount of time planning for it. I can then go back and decide what I want to change, add, eliminate. Let's see, Memphis Entrepreneur Mastermind, photos, and I really like the photos that we took at Undercurrent. So I'm going to bring those into my document. Let's see what other option I have. I like when teeth are showing. And this is temporary. This is at least this can be, at the least, this can be a placeholder. So that we can come back to this at a later date. For some reason, I can't bring this one in there. Okay. Let's open that up in... Yeah, what's the deal with that? So I had to right click and open it with Affinity Publisher too, instead of just dragging it and dropping it in there. Shout out to my cousin Isaiah and my homie Alex Abdo in Glendon over there. We had a really good turnout to this event. I'm gonna try to kind of, I'm gonna match the size and position of the two individuals in the frame. Myself. And then we'll do a, let's see if we can rasterize and trim. Rasterize and trim. And then I am going to set both of these to quick effects. Can I, styles, quick effects, layers, adjustments, and there should be a black and white. And merge, oh, no, not merge. Adjustments, black and white. Because everything on the website is black, white, and gold. For the most part. Now, I'm going to go over to old trusty Google. The last thing that I want to do is use any trademarked logos. So I can just take like a random bat vector and bring it into my canvas and trace over it something that doesn't look super cheesy. So I'm really just thinking about this on the fly. And what I like to use is the pen tool. And I'll just draw over half of the design. Need I remind you, this is all temporary. This is really meant to be somewhat a concept until I have someone, or I take the time myself to go and actually figure out what I want out of an actual like membership design. But the purpose of this is to go ahead and get something up that looks attractive and trustworthy, and something that people can understand. Most men know what the bat signal is, and I'm sure there are many women who also are fans of DC or Batman. Now, the reason I chose this one is because that little bat symbol in the middle somewhat resembles a cat. And I know that in some way I will want to convert this to a cat. Now, I'm going to set these artboards to black and the artwork to something like, let's see, 25%. I'll take this bat and make it white. And I'm going to go look for an interesting cat vector that can closely resemble the centerpiece of this bat. Preferably, I would want something that looks slightly feminine and less pointy, but I don't know. I'm just gonna see what I find. I don't need eyes or anything like that on the cat. I just need a good cat silhouette of a cat sitting. Preferably with like pointy ears directly facing the camera. Something like this is nice. And when I come back to this in the future, the goal will be to design something that is far more attractive and maybe a little less simplified. But again, we're not selling a product here, so it's like I'm not printing this vector on anything. the goal is to find something that somewhat resembles the bat. In terms of like the cat's head. I wonder what the Catwoman logo looks like too. I think I want something with the body. You know, this is all part of the process of just getting something up there that is attractive. You see how that almost fits? All right, so what I would do here is grab a circle. Okay. Yeah. Cut that circle off at the top, maybe about right there. And then draw the rest of the body. One thing you want to do is get really good at using curves. Or I'm sorry, the pen tool. So yeah, vector curves. None of it has to be perfect. You definitely want some good curves, and I don't think you guys can see these curve outlines in the stream. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm tracing over this image because I have no plans on buying it, because I'm actually not using it you know, for any real tangible product. But I had this idea while showering yesterday. And I meant to do it last night, and I'm glad I didn't, because I was just gonna get out of the shower and just create it. Which means I wouldn't have streamed it. And I'm gonna create this kind of harsh join to this circle. I'm gonna press C on my keyboard and turn these harsh points into curves. Okay, and then I'm going to convert that to a curve. I'm going to copy and paste the bat. Click on A, and I'm going to delete everything except for the bat's ears. So now I have a cat and a bat, and they have a very similar design. So when you go and look at the product and you switch between subscriptions, you'll see the subscription change from a bat to a cat almost seamlessly. And that has been the theme for my entire store. So I'll show you an example real quick before I continue. If you go over to the website and you click on plans, you can actually go, or let's say if I go to shop, you'll see that there is a membership plan called just memberships. And if I click on this, I can choose club membership, which has this M right here, and then I can choose pro membership, and it adds a little line, and then I can choose the Bolt membership, adds another line, and then I can choose the mental health membership, and it has a different variation of the logo, and the logo essentially doesn't move, it just changes which parts of the logo are highlighted. Okay, so I want to do the same thing with this plan. What I'll do though is I want to duplicate my bat and duplicate the cat. I'm going to set the cat to I'm going to give it a contour. And we're going to make that contour maybe a 4. And bake the appearance. I'm going to do the same thing with the bat. Give it a contour of 4. Guess that doesn't matter. Bake the appearance. And with this, I'll have a bat and a cat with an additional contour. We're going to change both of those green. I'm going to put my originals on top. And for this cat, I want to, let's see, subtract. I want to take this bat and subtract this cat from the bat. Let me first duplicate them again and hide the originals so that I have a copy. So let's subtract this cat from the bat. And then we should have basically this bat piece that sits behind the cat at all times. And then I want a cat piece that sits behind the bat at all times. So I'll take this cat, let's see, and subtract from it this big bat. All right. I'm going to set that cat piece to 15%. I think. it could be less than that. 10%. I'm gonna group those together and hide it. And then we're gonna set this bat piece to 10%. And I'm gonna group those together. It could be even 5%. Did I go that low? Yeah, I did go pretty low. Okay, so when you switch between the two, all right, the bat signal is going to have like the little silhouette of the cat underneath it. So you can see that there's another option. And then the cat signal will have a silhouette of the bat underneath it. So let me cut that and paste it here so that you can see that there is the option for the bat behind it. And I think I need a third one. Set that to 5. And I will use a different photo for the primary image. And let's see, I know I have pictures of Memphis somewhere, but again, this is all subject to change. But this is my thought process for how I build out these products. All right, so I will just use this picture of this group of people. Shout out to all of these beautiful people that came to our very first event, especially Kabrisky, Eric, John. All right, we're going to set that also to black and white. And we're going to set it to 25%. And then we'll get rid of the other images. I don't know, I feel like it's too bright. You can't even see what is in the image. So I might have to use something different. Let's go with this one. Go ahead and set that to black and white. And then set it to 25%. And then delete the other image. Scale it down and move it into place. Might even work at 10%, even better for that image in specific. All right, so as you can see, you have this outline of a cat and a bat here. All right, and then you have the cat highlighted, and then here you have the bat highlighted. Okay, so I'm going to name this artboard The Signals. This one is going to be cat signal. This one will be bat signal. And I'll go ahead and do a Control-Alt-Shift-S to save this JPEG image. I'm going to export that inside of our Memphis Entrepreneur Club folder. Let's see. I'm going to save it. I'm going to make a new folder called The Signals. And we'll go back and organize that folder later. Call this Memphis Entrepreneur Club dash The Signals dash bat signal support group. Bat signal men's mental health relationship support group. That's a long name, but it's necessary because that's going to help us with also SEO as well. I'm going to grab this second artboard, Control Alt Shift S. I'm going to do the same thing, export. I'm going to go Control V to paste, and this is going to say Women's Mental Health Relationship Support Group. Save. And the signals will do the same thing, Control Alt Shift S, and we'll save this as just Mental Health Relationship Support Group. Save. Those are all JPEGs. I can go now to Memphis Entrepreneur Club folder and the signals, and I'll pull up my website. Under Add New Product, we'll select the product image, and then we'll upload. I'll drag and drop those files in here. Once they all upload, I will copy the title text into the alt text box. That's why I had that long name for each of the files. I'm going to grab this one that doesn't have a signal highlighted. We're going to select that and set that as the product image. There is no product gallery, but we do have a bat signal image. And then we have a cat signal image. And the bat signal image, SIG BAT, is the stock keeping unit for the bat signal. SIG CAT, stock keeping unit for the cat signal. Both of these are going to have to be virtual and enabled. We're not going to manage stock. The sign up fee is $0. There is a free trial for 7 days. And this is going to be a monthly. Right now, let's just say it's 15. Or we can say yeah. Sell price $12.99. Just something random. I just want to do this for the stream, I think. So you can see just the process. And then I need a little short description. This is going to be put under. This isn't exactly a membership. I'm going to add a new category under membership, under subscriptions, and we'll save this as support group. And then we'll have it under support group and subscriptions. Support group being the primary. Product tags. Support group for men navigating through dark times. Same thing will be said for women, except it'll just say women. And right now, this is all just temporary. We're going to change a lot of this one day. We don't know when, but we want to get this up and we want it to look good. And let's say we do want to have product add-ons. Let's see, accordion. Let's see if we can do this. Assign global groups. No, add a group. Group title. Invitation code. Description and an invitation. This subscription, let's see, is an invite only membership. You can access this product with an invitation code. Standard layout. Okay, let's add a field. This will be a text box, I think. No field price because we don't want to charge for this text box. We're going to display this everywhere. Field price, visibility, hidden, required field, minimum characters. Nine. Maximum characters 9. No price per character. And do we want to show counter? I think yes. And I'm going to go and grab a lock icon. Just want a regular lock icon. I actually like I think this one's good looking. Copy that image. Let's go back here. Copy this over, get rid of this, get rid of that. Set this to white and paste that lock icon. And center it. And I'm just going to recreate this. Convert that to curves. Click C on the keyboard to curve these corners and bake the appearance. And then we're going to grab a pen tool. We're going to draw from here to here and then from here to here. Nothing too fancy, but just enough to get us a nice stroke on that. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And then we want to cap that off with the hard cap and copy paste, mirror. All right, I guess that's good. Let's go over to layer and we will expand stroke. I wonder why that didn't just expand for me. Let's go layer, expand stroke. Something's weird about that. And it's probably because I need these all to be connected. We're going to go ahead and join these curves. All right, let's see if we can expand this stroke this time. There it is. Cool. Now let's center it. And I know that was like probably a lot of unnecessary work. And I'm totally okay with unnecessary work if it ends up looking the way that I want it to look. But at least I can know that I designed it myself and that I'm happy with it. Last but not least, I'll just create a little checkbox or check. We'll combine those and then subtract it from this, and now we have our own vector. Now I'm cool with it. And there we go. And I think instead of putting this checkbox on there, I'm going to go and grab one of our Memphis Entrepreneur Club logos. And then I'll subtract this. I'm actually going to delete this checkbox and just keep it like this. Okay, and then I'm going to save this. Let's increase the height of this and center it. And let's see what it looks like if I turn this into a SVG. I'm going to save this as Memphis Entrepreneur Club, The Signals, Bat Signals, Mental Health Relationship Support Group, Privacy. It sounds like it's a redundant name for a lock icon of all things. But again, if someone searches for support groups or anything related to that as a keyword, that image could populate in Google and could bring our website up in these search results. And that's essentially what we're looking for when we create these assets. All right, so I'm not allowed to upload this file type, which is not true, because if I go to media, I should be able to drag and drop it in there without a problem. Okay, slightly confused because it's not in there. Print on demand SVG, export. Well, that's weird. Oh, I see why. .svg. I saved it as a JPEG, but it's not a JPEG, so that's probably why it didn't work. Let's try this again. And set this alt text. I'm not sure that that's going to work because it is a SVG, but let's go over to preview and let's zoom out to that preview, not Lord, don't tell me that it just messed something up. The bat signal. It's already showing my sale, but I'm also just not seeing all the information that I added in there. Whoops. Let me go ahead and publish this. And then I might have to save that image as a JPEG instead of a SVG before it shows up. So if I go over to preview changes now, our image shows up here. And if I choose, let me zoom in again. If I choose bat signal, that bat shows up and the picture changes, cat signal. All right, you see how it seamlessly switches from the bat to the cat. Oh boy. All right, and that is exactly how all of my memberships on this website will look. I don't have that image showing up as the invitation code image. So let's try to export this instead as a JPEG and see what it looks like instead. The problem is I don't know what that image, how that image populates. I don't know what it looks like, how big it is, for example. I have no idea. So I'm going to go here and upload this as a JPEG now. I'm going to do the same thing, copy that title text over to alt text. We're going to save that. And it still looks like the image doesn't show up. Oh. Maybe the image is not going to show up because it's not an image field. That's a possibility. So let's click on preview changes. Yeah, nothing's going to show up in terms of images. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is go into product data and product add-ons, invitation code, and we're going to set the invitation code to required field. I'm going to add a field. And this field is going to be a checkbox called agreement or terms. Checkbox, display everywhere, price visibility, hidden, required field, yes. And we want this one to have a condition. Show this field if invitation code is, let's test this to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If all rows match and so what I'm trying to do here, just real quick, is I want to prevent someone from checking out if they don't have the invitation code. So I'm adding this custom field for the invitation code, which is a minimum and a maximum of 9 characters. If they add the correct 9 characters, I want this box to pop up that they have to check before they can check out. And if they don't check it, if the incorrect characters are added or they don't add anything, the box will never pop up. Therefore, they should never be able to proceed to the checkout to purchase this subscription. All right, so we're going to label this I'm going to call this commitment. This is temporary. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like in the future when I actually put thought process behind updating this information. But for now, this is just meant to be taken out of my head and put into practice. So I want to go ahead and as quickly as possible take the idea and make it a real thing. So let's go over to the signals page. And commitment is showing up, but it's not supposed to be. So let's modify this again. Product add-ons, invitation code, commitment to be show this field if all rules match. Okay, if okay, update. Let's go back and make sure that that actually saved. Okay, so if I go back to the signals, refresh, the commitment should go away. And if I choose the bat signal, invitation code, and I click join now, it shouldn't work. But if I put the correct code and then I hit commitment and I hit join now, it should. All right, so this is all part of the process, is testing this out to see if things work as they are supposed to. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that I missed. We're going to limit this to 1 active subscription of any status. Variations. Enabled virtual sign up fee. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, so I go back to plans and I try a different membership. Let's just test to make sure. Oh, all these things actually pop up now. Invitation code is a required field. Put a random content in here. All right, so there's something to do with these custom fields that is preventing the sign up process from happening. And it's possible that I'll need to update the plugin to sort that out. So let's go to plugins and see what that one's called. Advanced Custom Fields Pro, maybe. WooCommerce checkout field editor. Okay, let's find an update. Upload plugin. Let's go to my desktop to one of those new folders and WooCommerce checkout field editor. Update. Install. Activate. Okay, so let's go back to shop. Bat signal. Yeah, so there's definitely something preventing me from being able to use this plugin, and that's really unfortunate right now because I have to do some testing. So let's so the next step, the next order of business would be to disable the plugin, and if things work as they should, then we'll know that this plugin is a problem. Let's deactivate it. Okay, and let's go back to the signals and refresh. And wait, I thought I just deactivated it. Okay, so it's also possible that if it's not deactivated, then it's a different plugin. It's WooCommerce Product Add-ons Ultimate, and this is 3.20. So I will be updating these plugins this week. .21.2. So let's deactivate Product Add-ons Ultimate. And we're going to reactivate Checkout Field Editor, because that was never the problem. And then we'll go back to the signals, refresh this page. Let's see what this looks like without the code. If I click join now, and it says the signals was added to your cart. and I can check out your cart. Okay, so the other thing that I could do temporarily is we can potentially do a password protect on the page for the product. Let's see, membership. Or we can force them to have an access to have an active membership in order to purchase this. So let's restrict this to add a new rule. This applies to the any variation of a membership plan members can purchase immediately. And let's update that, and then we'll go back to the signals, and I'm going to remove this from our cart. And then I'm going to refresh this page. Let's see if I can purchase this. Possible that I need to do something. Oh, well, I technically I am a member of the site. So let me open this up in an incognito window and see what happens. This product can only be purchased by members. To purchase this product, sign up by purchasing membership. Perfect. Read more. This product's unavailable. Choose a different combination. Okay, this is exactly what I needed for now. And what I'll do though is, let me move this to one side of the screen. Let me go back and edit the product, and then we'll just add, let's see, 1 here and a 2 at the bottom to see where these descriptions show up. So product short description, product long description. Okay, the signals. All right, so 2 shows up here, 1 shows up here. We're gonna change number 2. Currently invite only. We're gonna bold that. And can I change the color to red? Or let's do a custom color. Let's do a Windows print screen. Let's go here. Let's paste this and just see what color that is. What the hex code. Custom, paste, and we're going to go ahead and update that. Now when we go back to the signals page, because I'm logged in, I can purchase whatever I want, but currently invite only. Choose an option, bat signal, cat signal. And then I can do one that is accessible to couples, which let's create a new variation for that. And then I'll have to go and find one more photo. And it's going to be a random photo. Let's see, Memphis Entrepreneur Club. We're looking for the mastermind. I think photos under 409 South Main. There is a photo that I want to use. I'm just not exactly sure where that photo is. But let's see quickly if we can find it. I think it's on my Facebook. And it was a photo taken at one of our events. So I'm gonna go pretty far back to see if I can find this one. Man, I got hella photos. Man, I've been uploading the crap out of some photos. And it's possible I could search 409 South Main, but let's look through here real quick. Photos, albums. No, not undercover photos, or is it? Yeah. That's a black and white. That it's a 25. Not gonna be as dark. It's all good. And again, this is temporary. I can probably even set that to 10. I don't know what I'll name this one. I'll just call it the couple. We'll just call it couples for now. And we'll go back and modify it later. Like do a photo shoot and all that other good stuff. But now I can go and edit product. We'll go to product data, attributes. I'm gonna add one. The couples signal. I don't have a name for it yet, but for now it's just, I'm going to use that. Now let's go to variations, generate variations, hit OK. Added one variation. I want this one to be at the bottom. Add an image, upload, select files, and then this one's going to be the one we just saved. copy that title text over into our alt text. And virtual. Instead of it being $30, we'll say it's $26. And right now it is, so let's set it to $19.99. Every month, a 7-day trial. And we'll just copy that description over. And that's it. I'll hit refresh. Currently invite only. We've got the bat signal, the cat signal, couples signal. And there you have it. That's a pretty cool, like, I like that. This is the kind of stuff that I really enjoy doing, because when you can see in real time what you've created and it looks crisp and clean, it's kind of exciting to then go and tell everybody about it. After the fact, once this is all done, I will then go and edit our pages. Let me actually reopen that closed tab, and I'll go over to pages, open that in a new tab, move it over, and we'll go to published pages. And our memberships page, I believe we're going to edit this outright. And the goal is to, let me open this in a new tab so you can see what it looks like. Mastermind, masterclass, master plan, mental health. And then we've got 3 memberships technically. I really wish it was 4. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a section. I'm going to duplicate this this text field, frequently asked questions field. I'm going to duplicate this empty space field. I'm going to move this down. And I'm going to duplicate this field of memberships. I'm going to move it down. We're going to rename this heading from Club Frequently Asked Questions to the Signals. Ahref equals quote target equals blank. Learn more. Close tag. We're going to set a hashtag as the URL. we're going to go ahead and save the changes to that. And let's modify these memberships. But what I need to do now is go into Affinity, and we need to find, let's say, Memphis Entrepreneur Club, new website, wherever that is. Let me go back one, new website, and let me see if I can find the header. Do we have one with only text? Not that one. Not this one. It might even be a Photoshop document. I think there's an Affinity version. Let me look for an Affinity version. Affinity publisher file. No, that's not it either. Thought there was an actual Affinity project. Oh, there it is, AFPub. I think that's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for either. Okay. It's going to be that Photoshop version then. All right, let's open with Affinity Publisher 2. And ungroup everything. Let's grab this text and copy it. You know, actually, I think this is good. There's a lot of stuff hidden in here that I need to delete. And we'll set this one to the bat signal. I'm going to go back and grab the bat cat logo. And we're going to paste that here and make it black. And then we're going to do like a dark gray. You know, or I can do something really interesting and grab an image. And then we'll place this inside of our path. All right, so that's the couples signal. Let me go back here and grab the bat and the cat signal. This needs to be grouped. So let me copy this, paste it here, then grab both of those. We're going to set the color of these to this grayish and then transform it. Okay, there's that. Now, one of these this has to have a black cat. And this one has to have a black bat. We've got a black cat variation, black bat variation, and a couples variation. So let's get the bat version first. And we're going to save this as an SVG. We're going to save this as we're going to save this as membership. Really, it's Memphis Entrepreneur Club dash the signals dash bat signal mental health relationship men's support group membership. That's a mouthful. Let's do the cat version. Export, paste, women's. And let's do the couples version. Great. I think I don't know. I think I saved all of those in the same place. The signals. Yeah. Membership, membership, membership. Let's go to images. I think I actually only needed 2 of these. I didn't need the couples one. Let's add an image. Upload files, select files, and we'll add all the membership variations. And again, the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and delete this lock. Well, I'll keep it. I might use it for something. I'm going to go ahead and copy the title, paste it into the alt text. I'm going to choose the bat signal first. Save changes for this one. I'll edit and choose the cat signal. Save changes. Save changes, and then we'll go and edit the pricing table. For these, I'll delete these 2 pricing tables. Right now, I'm not sure what the subtitle is going to be. we have a description for min. Let's see. All right, and then we'll adjust the price. Technically, this is supposed to be for the bat signal is I guess they're both $180 a year. Billed monthly. I thought I was missing something, but I don't know. All right, select. Join with code. Membership attribute underscore plan equals. So product membership. Attribute plan equals, let's copy this and figure out what the signal product, the signals attribute. Okay, so product, the signals attribute underscore plan equals I want to say it's the dash bat dash signal. So let's try that first. Copy. Let's go in a new tab and paste that. The underscore bat underscore copy, paste, enter. No. So let's look at the product one more time to figure out what it's actually called. These signals attribute underscore, it's not plan, it's got a different name under attributes. So the attribute is called support groups. And I don't know if that's with a dash. So we'll call this signals. Save attributes, update this, and here it should say attributes underscore signals, and the dash bat dash signal, what we're doing is we're creating a custom URL so that when someone clicks that URL, it takes them directly to the product and it automatically chooses the appropriate product. So let's try underscores. And it could also be a capital letter. So it's something we got to figure out, is what that URL actually is for this product. So attribute signals the bat signal. Attribute underscore signals. Maybe I can just try ID instead, and that's going to be this number. Let's hit enter. Oh man. Okay, well, I guess this is something we're figuring out together in real time. The signals, the bat signal. Let me inspect and see if there's any way I can see, like I can know what URL we're using, and I don't think I can. So if I go to products, is it going to tell me here? All right, the signals, ID. Oh, what I can do probably is add the bat signal to the cart. And attribute support dash groups. Well, okay, let me refresh. Add it to the cart. The signals. Attribute support on attribute underscore signals equal the plus bat. Okay, so it's a plus symbol. Okay, so if I do this instead of dash, it's a plus the bat signal. I can take this and copy it. Let's press enter first and see if it, yeah, it shows up as the bat signal. So if I change this to from bat to cat in the URL, it should change it to the cat, but it doesn't change the image. Let's refresh this. All right, let's go back to the product variations. Okay. This is bat signal. This is cat signal. This is couple signal and update. Since I changed my attribute name, it updated my variations. So let's change this to bat. Enter. Okay, let's change it to cat. Enter. Haha, let's change it to couples. Enter. And it's not I think it's just couples. And there it is, it works. So now on my page that I'm editing, I will change this URL to attribute underscore signals and the plus bat plus signal. Going with code, and let's copy this and set link. Features, I'll change that in a minute. Let's go here and edit the cat signal URL. Button, select URL, paste, cat, join with code. Features, I don't know exactly what I want my features to be yet, but let's think of something quickly. Right now we're just going to put to be determined on everything. And this will say 15, let's see, divided by 12. $12.99 sale. Build monthly. Let's update this temporarily. I think I forgot to do TBD on the other one. And I know those colors are wrong too. So style and colors. Let's go back to memberships. I'm gonna have to change the green one. Or I'm gonna have to change them both to be black. Okay, but I know what to do. I know what it is. We can now go and grab let's see, this Bolt membership and duplicate it. And I'm going to bring it down here and delete the bat signal. Let's modify this. Okay. The bat signal men's support group. For men navigating dark times. Price, again, that price is $180 a year, $12.99 sale. Build monthly. Features, everything needs to say just TBD for now. And I'm going to do this for the stream so that I can go ahead and end. Button, All right, let's get our URL. Let's copy this link address, paste here. By invite only, join with code. And we're not going to have that open in a new tab. Set link. And styles and colors. I'm going to set this to completely black. Duplicate this, move it over, and it'll essentially be the same thing, except I'm just changing the name. Pricing and everything is the same, features the same, button is the only thing that changes. Select our URL. Save changes, preview. I wish this master plan was just slightly lighter, and I'm going to go change that later, but here we go. The bat signal, the cat signal, everything looks solid. Men's support group, women's support group. I might, I think the like blue and pink or blue and purple or something like that would look a little funny. But essentially this is what it's going to look like. $12.99 build monthly, and we'll have some information here by invite only, join with code. So let's click on this, and we'll set the code up later as well. But again, you can't sign up if you don't have a membership. Currently invite only, the signals, and it sent us to the bat signal. Let's test the other link to make sure this one takes us to the cat signal, and it does. And the last thing I wanted to do is underneath this, I want to add a URL. So what we'll do is copy this club fax. Actually, let me delete that. Let's copy this entire row, move it up, and let's delete this. Oh, we don't need to delete the empty space. Let's modify this. And this is going to say or join as a couple. And this URL, we're going to copy this link. We're going to paste it here minus the actual front end of the domain. And this is just going to say couples. So, or space, join as a couple, save changes, and update. Now, if we go and preview this page, we have the signals. Isolated support groups for men and women navigating through dark times. Learn more. We don't have this link to anything just yet. We have the bat signal, the cat signal. Okay, $12 a month, $12 a month. Men support group, women support group. I might put like a men and women's icon in there just to make it stand out that much more. The little male icon. So women's icon, male icon. All right, so let's go back and edit. What we're gonna do is, let's see where it's gonna look good at. The cat signal. We're just gonna put it behind the cat signal text for now. And we may go and adjust the positioning later. Let's go preview that. Oh, there it is. I like that it changed the color of it. But I do need to make this one a little more visible somehow. I guess the easy thing would be to do would be to bold it and put it in the title section, or just make it all caps. Let's do a preview one more time. That's even better. And that's it. By invite, join with code. So right now you can't sign up unless you have an active membership with us. But this is just the start to setting up these new products. We're going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to update that. And we'll be back tomorrow. So an idea that I had that I just took 2 hours to execute on. I thought about this in the shower. I'm going to go and set up a page on the site where people can access videos and content, but I'm going to invite a bunch of my friends to join this group for free. And we're going to start building a community in here, like a private forum, and inviting through our network other men to be a part of this. And then we are going to create the support group for other men to be able to join this and gain the support they need. I posted a comment on Instagram not too long ago that's got about 6,000 likes and tons of responses of people saying that they are going through really dark times right now and could use like some kind of support. They don't feel anything. They're beyond depressed. And this I felt would be a great opportunity for me to bring those people into a common place where we can have discussions about what they're going through and figure out ways that we can motivate them, give them resources, and put them in positions to start finding success in their personal and professional lives, but through, enhancing the foundation of their mental health. So, fun project. And shout out to my cousin Isaiah Moore, who came up with the idea of the bat signal. We send a GIF or just the text that says like bat signal to each other, me and all my male cousins, and a lot of my friends have joined in on this as well. But right now it's kind of like person to person. I don't think individually each person knows that this bat signal thing, like we're unaware of each other. Me and my cousins and my friends, like they come to me, but they are unaware of each other. So we're going to find a way to bring us all into this group that is non-text based, where we can do like a desktop chat via like Telegram, but also on this website where we can go in here and talk about what's happening in our marriages, what's happening as a parent, what's happening between family members in our business, and just be able to give each other advice to say, hey, when you have this conversation with her, here's what happened when I had this conversation with my wife or partner, and here's what I think kind of messed things up and what I would have done. Here's how you can approach that conversation to enhance your relationship. I hope this helps. And if you need somewhere to go or someone to talk to, come back into this group. And our goal is to be able to give you that support. If you you need some food, you need something, whatever it is, like, we will all come together, chip in a few dollars, and create some sort of way to give back to someone in the group who might be struggling, right? So the bat signal is for men who are in that position. The cat signal is for women that are in that position. And we're going to try to put some influencers and some predominant people into position to also provide professional support. And then we're going to look to bring in something like BetterHelp, a program where we partner with BetterHelp so that they can get discounted access to any kind of help they may need on a professional level. So the idea is now a reality. Technically, anybody could sign up if I give them access, or if they go and purchase one of the membership plans, which only one is active. The mental health plan is active right now. And I might force people to have the mental health plan in order to access this plan. So it's $365 a year plus the $12.99 a year, right? Or a month, which this is on sale right now. So basically you're stacking memberships together, but the bat signal gives you just really dedicated access to that personal stuff. The mental health plan is a one-on-one thing. The bat signal is a group thing. And then everything else is business related. All right, so I didn't want this to be like kind of thrown off with three tables here, which is why I put the couples one as a link at the bottom here. And I think I might try to, I think the very last thing I can do to fix this is add an extra space above it. And I think with that, everything will be done. So let's do a refresh. Yep, add a little space here. And we're all set. I'm going to go down and change this to only memberships of people who currently have access to, let's see, edit product, the signals. Let's refresh this. I'm going to set this to where only people with the mental health membership can have access to this product. And that way it'll force you to purchase the mental health plan. Club Pro Bolt. Oh, okay. Something else I forgot to do is I need to go over to memberships. Or subscriptions. One of these is a plan. All right, memberships. Members, I see. And I guess that is the same page. Yeah, so members, okay, so I'll go over here and click membership plans. We're gonna add a plan. I want to go back though. Okay, so membership plan slug for this one. Let me click on membership plans. Slug Bolt membership plan. So Club Pro Bolt. And this one will be mental health membership plan. Product purchase. Mental health. Subscription length. And we'll have new membership sections for each one of these memberships. So I got a lot of stuff that I still have to set up. But if I go back over to the Signals product and refresh, I can now set this to be okay, or should be able to. Has it not updated yet? Let's see. Oh, I didn't add a name to it. Update. Refresh here. And we set this now to mental health membership plan. And update. That way we can force them into purchasing the appropriate product. All right, I want to go to Edit Bolt Pro and Club to ensure that these are the appropriate ones. So Bolt. Okay, perfect. Those are good. Okay. And that's it. So if I open this website up in a new incognito window, let's zoom back out to 100%. Let's refresh. Incognito window. Plans. The signals. The back signal has been removed from the car because can no longer be purchased. Contact us if you need assistance. Okay, currently invite only. You have added a variation of this product to the cart already. All right, so I can't purchase this because it can only be purchased by members. To purchase this product, sign up by purchasing membership mental health. Boom. All right, so you have to have this first, and then you can go, and that's exactly how I wanted it to be. All right, so we will set this one to invite only at some point, but you can join the beta program and get one-on-one consulting. And everybody that's asking for help with business and relationships and all that, this is going to be the plan. And the goal is to have 1,000 members in a year with affiliate earnings active. Thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the program or helping you grow your business one way or another. Peace.